Example 5. I want to solve 2 times the square root of x minus 3 minus the square root of x equaling 0. So to solve this, I want to isolate one of the radicals on one side. I usually want to isolate the more complex radical, so I can get rid of that first. So I have 2 times the square root of x minus 3 equaling the square root of x. In this case, isolating one radical basically isolates the other. So at this point, I'm going to square both sides. This gives me 4 times x minus 3 equaling x. So I have 4x minus 12 equaling x minus x from both sides. So I have 3x minus 12 equaling 0. So this leaves me with 3x equaling 12 or x equaling 4. So then I need to check x equaling 4 to see if it's a solution. So I have 2 times the square root of 4 minus 3 minus the square root of 4 equaling 0. So I have 2 times the square root of 1 minus 2 equaling 0. So this is 2 minus 2 equaling 0 or 0 equaling 0, which checks. So now I want to solve the square root of t minus 5 minus square root of t equaling negative 1. So in this case, I want to isolate the more complicated radical. So I'm going to isolate the square root of t minus 5. So I have the square root of t minus 5 equaling the square root of t minus 1. I'll square both sides. So I have t minus 5 equaling the square root of t squared minus 2 root t plus 1. So this gives me t minus 5 equaling t minus 2 root t plus 1. So now I want to isolate the radical again. I want to isolate this radical. So I'll subtract t from both sides, and I'll subtract 1 from both sides. So this leaves me with negative 6 equaling negative 2 root t. So I'll divide both sides by negative 2. So I end up with 3 equaling the square root of t. I'll square both sides. So I end up with t equaling 9. So then I want to check this. So I have the square root of 9 minus 5 minus the square root of 9 equaling negative 1. So I have the square root of 4 minus the square root of 9 equaling negative 1. So I have 2 minus 3 equaling negative 1, which gives me negative 1 equaling negative 1. Which checks. So t equaling 9 is a solution. So to solve a square root equation in one variable, we want to isolate a square root term on one side of the equation, square both sides, and then repeat steps 1 and 2 until no square root terms remain, solve the new equation, and check that each proposed solution satisfies the original equation.